Good morning, students. We now have come to the end of the chapter Industries of Geography, and the only topic left to be explained was cotton textile industry, one of the oldest industries in the entire world. Now, this particular industry can be categorized into two parts based on what raw material do they use. Cotton textile industries use actually the raw material of fiber. Now, fiber can be of two types: artificial fiber and natural fiber. To cite examples of natural fiber, you've got cotton, you've got jute, you've got silk, you've got flax. All these are examples of natural fibers. Now, those industries which deal with natural fibers will be separated under a different category. And the artificial fibers include your polyester, rayon, nylon. All these are used by different industries which use artificial fibers as their raw material. So based on which particular raw material they use, you can categorize the industries into these two types, whether they use natural or they use synthetic or man-made or artificial fibers. So this particular industry has been the oldest and oldest. Right from the time when we used to spin the yarns and then we used to make threads out of them, and then we used to put them on hand loom. There's a machine which the weavers use where you need to pull each thread and then weave it into a fabric. So Indian weavers were the people who used to yield the best variety of cotton textiles earlier. I'm talking about the period before 18th century. Till date also, those handloom weavers paid a lot, because this process of making a cloth out of a handloom, using a handloom, is very tedious and time-taking. Very, very strenuous and time-taking. So earlier when they used to do this, there was a lot of demand from outside also. People, like I had taught in my history earlier also, that people used to come from outside to buy cotton textiles from India. Like to cite examples, you still remember chins was there, bandana was there, we had jamdani, we had bandhani, we had so many things to sell to the world. But apart from us also, people were producing these cotton textiles. And with the advent of machinery, with the advent of development in the process of this making of the cloth, where industries started coming up, the industrial revolution took place, where the loom, from the hand loom, it became the power loom. Then Britain took over the market of the cotton textile. Now, they used to make cotton textiles on power looms. That means it was run on electricity. The production was high, of course. The speed was high, the production was high, the rates were lesser. So this gave a stern competition to the Indian weavers, and they couldn't survive against this competition, though the material which they were producing was of very low quality when compared to the Indian material, but still, because of the price being low and because of the production being high, Indian weavers couldn't compete with them. That led to first establishment of the first industry in India, that was in Bombay. It was around in 1854 in Mumbai. This industry was established. There was a reasoning for the city chosen to be Bombay to put up this particular industry. Bombay was chosen because firstly it was a port city. Port city, the machinery could have been brought easily, imported easily. The goods could have been exported easily. The capital available, the people available, the labor available was in abundance. The climate was humid, For making something out of cotton, you need humid climate. You can't have dry climate. The textile will get affected. The humid climate of Bombay was the best for the production of cotton textiles. So all these things came into existence and the establishment took place. The first establishment of the industry took place in the city Bombay. Later on, entire Maharashtra and Gujarat came in, and then industries were set up here and there as well. And later on a technology was developed where humidity could be created. It was not naturally that you could have humidity. It was not only by natural ways that we could have humidity. Humidity could be created in an industry. After that, all over India, we saw that the textile industries sprang up. And you'll be amazed to know 1/3 of our cotton textiles we export. Till date, we export a cotton textile to the other countries because they are very, very high in demand. So India has developed a lot. There are studies of like places, about 2 places. The explanation has been given in the text. One is about Osaka and the other one is about Ahmedabad. Let's see what are those factors which led to the establishment of industries, cotton textile industries in these areas. Well, in the text we come across the explanation given as to why these 2 places, Ahmedabad and Osaka in Japan, have become the leading producers, or I would say the hub of cotton textile industries. Firstly, they have been, because of the number of cotton textile industries present over there, been given a term. A term has been coined on these particular places. Ahmedabad is known as the Manchester of India, and Osaka in Japan is known as the Manchester of Japan, because of the numerous cotton textile industries over there. Now, what could be the reason as to why these 2 particular places have been chosen by the Japanese and by the Indians to establish factories, maximum cotton textile factories over there? If we talk about both as a common factor, we have these two particular places have, firstly, rivers flowing around these particular areas. In Ahmedabad, you've got Sabarmati River, and in Japan, in Osaka, you've got Yodo River flowing, which provides again the facility of transportation. They are very well equipped with rail and road connection. Like this particular advantage can be used to procure raw materials, to supply the finished goods. So all these things, the transportation facilities are available because of the well connectivity of the roads as well as railways. Both the places. Now, both the places are established near the cotton growing areas. Both Osaka and Ahmedabad have got around them, because the climate is humid again, around them they have cotton growing areas. So the raw material is easily available. That makes it logical enough for the industries to be coming up over there. Both these areas have skilled and semi-skilled laborers available handy. Both the areas. These particular areas, if you have availability of labor, then the production process becomes very, very easy. So because of all these good, I would say, facilities, or I would say favorable conditions for the making of the cotton textiles, many industries have come up over here. But anyway, whatever starts has to come to an end also. I would say a few industries have been shut down in Ahmedabad, because all over India, as I said just now, that humidity can be created. It can't be only natural, it can be created now by machineries. So now all over India, so many industries have come up that certain industries in Ahmedabad have shut down, the cotton textile industries. Same goes with Osaka as well. Now, because everywhere else also cotton textiles are being manufactured, Even in Osaka, the shipbuilding companies, the machinery building companies, the iron and steel industries have come up. So if I would not exaggerate and say that only cotton textile industries are there in these areas. There are other particular industries also which produce different variety of goods over there. So we come to an end of the explanation of the chapter. Please read the chapter thoroughly. Mark all the important points for yourself, and then question answers will be given. You can tick it in your textbook. Thank you, dear.